You're going through a crisis. When you're going through a crisis. Hello, y'all. I'm Dianna Brianne. I don't give advice, suggestions, information, recommendations. I just share with you my perspective on different topics, as is with this one. I hope you like, share, subscribe to all 5 channels. The links are pinned to the top of the comment section below. You know, when you're going through a crisis, it could be a crisis of any kind. It could be a financial crisis. It could be a health crisis of the person themselves or somebody else that they're close to. It could be a job crisis. It could be, really any kind of crisis that occurs in life. And often a crisis happens suddenly. Sometimes it happens over time and we get some notice or we get some inkling that a crisis is going to take place. At just what level, sometimes we don't know. But often a crisis can happen just as a suddenly. So what do you do when you get a crisis? Something is just falling apart. You don't know what to do. You don't know the information. You don't know how to handle it. Well, for me personally, and like I said, I don't give advice or suggestions or anything like that, but for me personally, number one, I pray. I step back. I step back as if I can, so that I can digest and assimilate what is occurring, what exactly is occurring. Then I pursue the right avenues, the right professionals, the right people, the right support that I need in my life, whether it's comfort people, people of wisdom, people of professionalism, whatever I happen to need. I immediately tap into all of those arenas. Sometimes that can be confusing when you don't even know what, you've got so much going on, and yet you tap into the professional sources. Take notes. People don't realize the value of taking notes wherever they're at. I always keep a notebook with me anyhow. So I believe in taking notes, the questions I'm going to ask, the answers that they give, the suggestions, everything. I write everything down because it's so easy to forget. And especially when you're dealing with professionals who maybe have a few minutes to give you and not a lot of time, you need to know what questions to ask and you need to know what the answers are because you may forget some of the answers. And so even I believe in recording a conversation. Anyhow, I believe in getting great support. I believe in stepping back. I believe in recharging. I believe in taking care of my body during that time and making sure that I'm getting enough sleep, because the last thing we want to do is make exhausted decisions. Exhausted decisions can often be the wrong decision. When we're rested, we often see more details. We often see what we're missing, and we can make more informed decisions when we're rested. So taking care of our body, taking care of our mind, taking care of our soul, surrounding ourselves with the right people, letting other people step in, the right other people step in that we trust, that can help us along this process. Not all people should we involve in our situations, because some people just make a mess of things. Some people, they create more issues than not. So this is the key, is that you want to take care of yourself when you're going through a crisis, number one. Number two, you want to surround yourself with the right professionals, the right people, and the right comfort kind of people too. Comfort people don't necessarily have the answers, but they're there to listen, they're there to comfort, and sometimes they're to help out or support. The right professionals, not all professionals are equal, not all professionals have the right answers. So we have to get the right answers for our life. We have to be willing to say no, and we have to be willing to say yes to the right things and no to the wrong things, because not all answers are the right answers. And going through an uncertain period of time when you really don't even know exactly what's going on, exactly, the waiting game, there can sometimes be a waiting period. It's just necessary to take that time and get all the information one can and make right decisions during any kind of crisis to the best of your ability. Sometimes we don't know until after we've made a decision whether it's the right one or not, and because hindsight, as they say, is 20/20, and yet we want to make the most best informed decisions we can at that period of time. From my house to yours, may God bless you. I hope you like, share, subscribe, and I hope to talk to you soon again. Bye-bye.